Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw, live and sold out here tonight from Providence, Rhode Island. And what a way to start the show. And this is not a drill, ladies and gentlemen. It's also not Rusev. This is the actual phenomenal one, AJ Styles. He is in action tonight in Providence, Rhode Island, ladies and gentlemen. And the deck is stacked. But it was AJ Styles who stacked the deck himself. If you cast your memory back to No Mercy, AJ Styles versus Rusev, TLC. Gallows and Anderson get involved, ensure that Rusev gets the win. And if you cast your memories back even further, it was Gallows and Anderson who cost AJ Styles his first WWE Championship match against Rusev all the way back at Unforgiven. Here tonight, right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen, AJ Styles looks to settle the score once and for all, and in his words, embarrass both Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows at the same time. 2-on-1, former best friends collide to open Monday Night Raw. Also tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the man I just mentioned, the World Heavyweight Champion, as you saw at the top of the show, is in action in your main event. Rusev versus Hideo Itami. It's champion versus champion in this stacked night here in Providence. And here they come to a chorus of boos. It's the Club, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. Certainly not the warmest of receptions for these two men. AJ Styles is absolutely incredibly popular, talented member of this roster. And these two aren't without their talent. They are two of the most dangerous men in this industry, but they were no match for the distraction and subsequent loss at the hands of AJ Styles last week. 2 weeks ago. At the hands of DIY, who are in action here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, against the American Alpha, as the tag team tournament that these two were eliminated out of rolls on. It's a sign of the times. When a match is made on Twitter, that is exactly what happened. Last week, AJ Styles said he cannot get where he wants to be here on Monday Night Raw, and that is to become the World Heavyweight Champion, unless he takes these two out. And have a look at the cockiness here early. Machine Gun Carl Anderson playing to Luke Gallows as he stalks him. And look at AJ Styles just staring a hole through both of them here. This is the opening contest, 2-on-1, and Carl Anderson, he knows they have the advantage, but AJ Styles hasn't even moved. He is just standing there. And look at this from Carl Anderson. An intense AJ Styles just stares on, and look at this, throwing up the two sweets to each other. It's Carl Anderson. I think he's a little bit rattled. I think he's a little bit rattled by the fact that AJ Styles is just standing there, and you can see AJ Styles picked his moment, and it ends Guri, and already has scrambled the brains of Carl Anderson. And AJ Styles going straight to work here. AJ runs in with a clothesline. And Styles taking it to Carl Anderson. And look at that, a shot to the head. And this is a pissed off and an extra uber motivated AJ Styles here. And he sends him into the corner. And look at Gallows. He says, well, I want the tag. And he says, well, how about you give it to him? And Carl Anderson does. Now Big LG, the muscle, throws up the two sweets, and AJ Styles stands face to face with Luke Gallows, and he throws the first one. And AJ, maybe he's going to live up to his word here. Maybe he is going to be able to embarrass them both. AJ Styles, lighten him up. Lighten up Gallows. But Gallows fires back here. Sends Styles off the ropes. Look out, there's a big boot. And that might be it for AJ Styles already. I know it sounds crazy, But the moment one of these men was going to get on top could be easily the moment this match ends. Hard right hand from Gallows, and then a left hand. And Styles, God Lord, but Styles is going to fight back. And here he comes. Here comes AJ, spinning back fist, lighting him up with a chop. And now Styles, what's he thinking here? AJ Styles hangs the big man up over the top rope. And now Styles up onto the second rope here. You got to have eyes in the back of your head though. It's Carl Anderson is able to get across, and that's the numbers game that is going to plague AJ Styles in this match. He's got to try and isolate one of them, keep them away from the tag. Styles is now certainly can't stay away from those heavy right hands, those Super Bowl-like right hands, and then a splash. And he just flops him down. And you get the feeling this could be elementary already. Tag here to Carl Anderson, and look at this, as if it wasn't unfair enough. But AJ Styles did sign up for this, but even though this is a tag match, still some underhanded tactics, even though they probably aren't necessary from these two. Shot there. Carl Anderson. And sends him in off the ropes, and a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, and AJ Styles has had trouble with the back in the past. Throws up those two sweets. Made famous by the Bullet Club in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Look out here, AJ Styles reversal. Here's an AJ Styles reversal here, and then he mounts him. But oh, look out, Carl Anderson pushed him off. Doesn't want any more of those right hands, and then a right hand of his own, this time in the form of a lariat. Right across the throat of AJ Styles, and then he lights him up with a chop, looking for another right hand, but Styles answers back with a forearm. And you know he's going to light him up more. Here comes Styles with a phenomenal blitz. And now Styles is going to look to try and take to the air here. This might be a brilliant tactic. AJ Styles wants him to get to his feet. Carl Anderson is rocked to the core. Those shots to the head. Rocked him, and AJ with a clothesline. Anderson didn't know where he was, and this might be AJ's opportunity. Oh, I think he was thinking Styles clash, but it was turned around. Carl Anderson off the ropes. Oh my God, boot to the skull. A boot to the skull, and that will be it. 1, got him 2, and 3. No! AJ Styles is sticking around here to kick off Monday Night Raw. 2-on-1, the club versus AJ Styles. Styles looking to get some retribution. He's stepped up to the plate to try and take them on 2-on-1. It hasn't worked thus far, and it might just be over here. The double team shot to the midsection, and now look at this. Gallows sends him in. Good Lord! Drops him down into the cover. It's elementary. 2, and gets him. No! AJ Styles is gonna stick around. And now look out, Gallows just picking apart the pieces here, just throwing wild haymakers everywhere. Gallows sends him in. Oh, look out, looking for the big boot, but missed. He looked for the big boot and missed. And now Styles trying to chop down the tree that is Luke Gallows, and now he's going to go to the high red district. This is absolutely crucial that he hits this. Styles leaps off and nails it. Leaps off and nails it. And now Styles, got to line him up. You've got to isolate him. And now he's going for the leg kicks. Incredibly smart strategy. And the phenomenal one is cooking here. Providence is on their feet. They want to see AJ Styles slay them. The club's on the rack here. Styles now. Is he going to look for it? Is he going to look for the phenomenal forearm? Styles, look out, through a shot. Hung him up on the bottom rope. AJ Styles now to the top rope again. And Styles, oh no, he got rid of Anderson. And AJ Styles now. Can he hit it? It'll be over. Styles clash nailed on Gallows. But Anderson is distracting the referee, for God's sake. Anderson distracting the referee, and then straight into the ring. And they're even going to break the rules in a 2-on-1 match. Styles had Gallows dead to rights with the Styles clash. But Carl Anderson distracted the referee. The numbers game come back to haunt AJ Styles again. And a vicious clothesline from Luke Gallows. A hard right hand. And now Gallows sends AJ Styles into the corner. The wrong part of town if you're Styles. And now it looks as though the club have snapped. They ain't in the mood for any more of these games. And there's the Magic Killer. The Magic Killer. Executed 1, 2, and 3. AJ Styles put his best foot forward here tonight. Put everything on the line. Had the balls and the fortitude to take them both on 2-on-1. But I get the feeling AJ Styles is realizing this is a fight he may not be able to win on his own. The Magic Killer is all it will ever take. And Gallows and Anderson slay a desperate AJ Styles here tonight. But you get the feeling this is far from over. Wow. There you see John Cena talking to one of his team members for Survivor Series, Tyler Breeze. Of course, Cena will be waiting with bated breath to see who wins the match. Straight after this, I thought it was now, but obviously we're going to get a visit from the extremely unpopular general manager Shane McMahon after he was challenged by Kevin Owens to put his job on the line at Survivor Series. They are going to have a match, but what is Shane McMahon willing to put on the line? Kevin Owens, or should I say Kevin Steen, as he would like to be preferred. He wanted Shane McMahon to put his job on the line. He wanted to test how big this man's grapefruits were, with it to take a quote from his father, Vince McMahon, who Kevin Steen also pop-up powerbombed, which is what really started this whole thing. And Shane McMahon has really let the fans get to him as of late. And Shane McMahon is here tonight, hopefully to shed some light on this huge Survivor Series match and this collision course that he's on with Kevin Steen. Combustible is an absolute understatement for this, ladies and gentlemen. A less than raucous reception for the general manager, and he can tell already he seems clearly perturbed by what's going on. Not real happy. And Shane McMahon has officially declined the offer to put his job on the line, saying he deserves this paycheck. Wow. Providence, Rhode Island, giving Shane McMahon a piece of their mind. You can barely hear him in this arena for the boos. I can barely hear myself thinking here. Wow. I can't hear a word. Shane McMahon is adamant. He does not want to give up his position. Shane McMahon cannot get a word in over this Providence crowd, giving him a piece of their mind. They cannot stand this guy. My God. Wow. This is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this. Shane McMahon is clearly pissed off by these people. Oh my. Have they done it again? Shane McMahon has cracked. It's what the people want. The people want McMahon gone. And Shane McMahon, yet again, lets the crowd get the better of him here tonight. And he has accepted the terms. It'll be Shane McMahon versus Kevin Steen at the Survivor Series. The loser will leave WWE. I don't believe it. Listen to this place. Unbelievable. There's Tyler Breeze again. What is this guy's problem, Almas? Oh, wow. Well, Tyler Breeze got a challenge from Andrade Cien Almas, and it's been accepted. So next week, ladies and gentlemen, the television championship to be defended just 1 week out from Survivor Series. Unbelievable. Tyler Breeze forced to put his title on the line against Andrade Cien Almas. The TV title defended next week. But right now, speaking of Tyler Breeze, we're about to find out who his partner is going to be to stand alongside he and John Cena at the Survivor Series. Tyson Kidd, former member of SmackDown Live. His opponent, Dolph Ziggler, a former member of SmackDown Live before the trade period just after SummerSlam. And these two have a serious motivation to prove SmackDown Live wrong for trading them both for Brock Lesnar. So there's plenty of motivation for both of these men. They used to be blue. They are now red. Who is going to represent Team Raw? Of course we know Team Raw's team is only halfway done. SmackDown Live's has been chosen, and to say theirs is combustible is an understatement as well. Of course, Apollo Crews and Brock Lesnar have deep-seated issues, and they're going to try and coexist. Captain Cesaro's doing everything to try and calm the ship. But I tell you what, if Raw can get on the same page, there is every chance that that could blow up in SmackDown Live's face, and they could literally walk to a victory at Survivor Series, because I have my doubts that SmackDown Live is going to be able to coexist. And if you can get some incredible talent like Dolph Ziggler, Tyson Kidd, Tyler Breeze, and the veteran, the captain John Cena, all on the same page, I really believe they could beat anyone, particularly the seemingly unbeatable team of SmackDown Live. But here we go. Who is going to be on the team? We will find out right here, right now. Yet another contest here that has huge ramifications. Of course, later tonight, ladies and gentlemen, champion versus champion. Rusev takes on Hideo Itami for the first time here on Monday Night Raw. It's now Dolph Ziggler. Cinches in a headlock here. Gets backed up now. Tyson Kidd shoots him off the ropes here, and has a shoulder block there from Dolph Ziggler and turns it into a DDT. So no wasted motion. Both of these men know what's on the line, because as we already know, ladies and gentlemen, the winning team of the Survivor Series match then face off in their own separate triple threat match on their respective brand for the right to be the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship and head to the Royal Rumble. What a huge, huge opportunity that is. And that is why these two will fight tooth and nail to try and get into that match, because then it can open up a world of possibilities. Look out, Dragon! Good Lord, Dragon suplex there from Tyson Kidd, and these two aren't mucking around. Seen these two have issues in the past on SmackDown Live. They were embroiled in the whole Roman Reigns deal when the Roman Empire was running rampant on SmackDown Live. And here's some support here for Dolph Ziggler here in Providence. Certainly are behind the show off. And it makes you think, who would be the better fit for the team? I mean, if you look at SmackDown Live, they've got some incredible powerhouses. They've got Apollo Crews, they've got Brock Lesnar, and they've got Cesaro, 3 of arguably, pound for pound, the strongest men in the WWE. Whereas the pace advantage with Tyler Breeze and either of these guys would definitely be in the favor of Team Raw. And then, of course, you've got the experience advantage where John Cena has about the same level of experience as Brock Lesnar, but John Cena's been on a different level to everybody for the last 10 years of his career. So John Cena is the perfect choice as captain. As we see now, Tyson Kidd, look out, leaps off. Did you see the range on that? As he leaps over the top rope, uses it as a springboard, down into the cover, hook to the outside leg, and just a 1 count. So as I was saying, I mean, you could probably give the experience advantage if Tyson Kidd or Dolph Ziggler was to get through. You'd probably have to give Raw the experience advantage in the Survivor Series match. Because Dolph Ziggler been in the game for a long time, Tyson Kidd even longer, and John Cena's been on top of the game for even longer than that. Oh, look out. Dolph Ziggler with a counter there. Dolph Ziggler with a counter and then leaps over the top rope. Oh, but straight into the arms of Tyson Kidd, who's going to have take 2 here. And Tyson Kidd this time lights him up, doesn't run at him, doesn't telegraph anything. And that's what I'm talking about, the experience here. They learn from their mistakes. And you could say John Cena would be able to dictate terms from the apron and inside the ring. He is a ring general. He is the kind of guy that you want to go to war with. He's not going to quit. Plus, his strategy has been on point his entire career. As Ziggler turns that into a neck breaker, we know the troubles that Tyson Kidd have had with his neck in the past. And now Dolph Ziggler going to fire up, and Providence, Rhode Island getting behind him as well. Is he going to make the full 10? 6, 7, 8, 9, and Ziggler loads it up for number 10. Dolph Ziggler is cooking in Providence, Rhode Island, and he might just be on the verge of booking himself a ticket to the Survivor Series. Ziggler turns him around. Zigzag. Zigzag executed perfectly. 1, 2, and no. Tyson Kidd stays alive. Dolph Ziggler has come in here with a plan. He's executed it perfectly. And the plan now is to go to the high rent district. Ziggler, oh, huge elevation on the elbow. Lands it perfectly. And now Ziggler, as he often does, is showing off to the crowd. Tyson Kidd is on the rack. But we've seen this before. We've seen Tyson Kidd fight back from positions like this before. And you can just see it there. He's got the heart of a lion. He was trained in Stu Hart's dungeon. This kid has been through it all. He rolls him up. This is your chance, Tyson. 1. He's got him. 2. Oh no, Ziggler got out of it. Oh, rolled over. Pinning predicament of his own here. 1, 2. Got him. 3. No, he couldn't quite put him away. This match has gone up a gear now. Ziggler, look out! Stalling DDT. Quells any momentum that he may have had. Ziggler now going all the way to the top rope. Ziggler leaps off. This time no water in the pool. This time there's no water in the pool for Dolph Ziggler. Is that the chance? Is that Tyson Kidd's chance? It is. Can he get him over? Sharpshooter applied. Sharpshooter applied. Ziggler's in trouble. Has to escape as quickly as he can. And he does. Ziggler escapes. Ziggler escapes. Second zigzag. Second zigzag into the cover. 1, 2. Is he going to Survivor Series? He is. Dolph Ziggler will represent Monday Night Raw at the Survivor Series. It's a second zigzag that gets the job done. Tyson Kidd falls by the wayside, and Dolph Ziggler will stand beside Tyler Breeze and the captain, John Cena. What a performance. A focused and determined performance from Dolph Ziggler. He took no prisoners. And now oh my God! What the hell? That's Colin Cassidy. That's Colin Cassidy. What the hell is, oh my God! What the hell is he doing here? What the hell is Colin Cassidy doing here? We saw him walk out on his teammate Enzo Amore on SmackDown after Enzo was beaten in mere seconds by the Lone Warriors, and now Colin Cassidy is destroying Dolph Ziggler. What the hell is this all about? Colin Cassidy has rolled into Monday Night Raw and laid out Dolph Ziggler, who is helpless in the ring. Oh no! God! Chair shot after chair shot from Colin Cassidy. Oh my God! Ziggler is helpless. And this 7-foot monster, Colin Cassidy, is just annihilating him. Ziggler has barely moved. And he ain't done. Look out. Oh, under the chair. A neck breaker onto the chair. And Dolph Ziggler is rendered absolutely helpless here. Good Lord, look at the power. Look at the power of Cassidy. Has him up and down onto the chair. Down onto the chair. And no, not anymore. For God's sake, he's had enough. Ziggler is being destroyed by that chair and this 7-foot beast. My God. Colin Cassidy has just destroyed Dolph Ziggler. And there's Enzo Amore, looking stunned as we all are. My God, what the hell has gotten into him? Well, hang on a second. Just when you thought it couldn't get any more combustible, ladies and gentlemen, it's Seth Rollins. Shane McMahon still clearly pissed off from earlier tonight. Rollins ain't going to let him get away with that. Seth Rollins still looking for Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Well, taking a page out of AJ Styles' book, I don't know whether that's smart. Shane McMahon not willing to play here. Telling Rollins to get out of his office. And oh, wait a minute, look out! Oh my God! Triple H with a chair. As if we hadn't seen enough of that already. With Cassidy just destroying Ziggler, it now seems as though Seth Rollins could be in for the same fate. Oh my God! Seth Rollins is busted open with that steel chair. And Triple H shows up again. Out of nowhere and from behind, but Seth Rollins isn't done. Seth Rollins still trying to fight here. Oh God, and Triple H just hammering Seth Rollins. God, the already bloodied face, the lacerated face. Rollins collapses through a table, and Triple H attacks him from behind again. For God's sake, when will this end? This is disgusting. Unbelievable. Good Lord, that has to end. That has to end. These constant attacks on Seth Rollins are just getting absolutely out of hand. We saw it in the main event last week against Austin Aries. Shawn Michaels showed up that time. And Austin Aries was able to pick up the pieces and get the win. This is getting absolutely beyond a joke. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we have to shift gears here because this is some serious business. It is going to be a continuation of the Tag Team #1 Contenders Tournament. It will be the American Alpha taking on DIY, Johnny Gargano. You can see the brackets there. Still to come, the Authors of Pain this week take on the Lone Warriors on SmackDown. What a match that's going to be. A real meeting of two enormous teams, hard-hitting teams, but right now, probably two of the most technically proficient teams left in the tournament. We've already seen American Alpha go through the New Day. We've already seen DIY go through the club with an assist from AJ Styles. We saw what the club are capable of earlier tonight, even though it was 2-on-1. When they wanted to click into gear, they were unstoppable. And that is what DIY and American Alpha are hoping to be, is unstoppable on the road to the Revival at the Survivor Series. And the Revival, I can tell you, I spoke to them backstage earlier, and they are watching very intently, but they told me that they are not concerned one bit with any of the teams in this tournament. I find that really hard to believe given the quality that we have, but here we go. The Tag Team Number 1 Contenders Tournament is underway yet again. And this, now you can see them sizing each other up here. Johnny Gargano, now he knows how proficient of a mat wrestler Chad Gable is, and have a look at this. And straight away, Chad Gable just going to turn him into knots here, turn him into a pretzel. Gable already wrapping Gargano up and already attacking that leg there with a stump pull-up. And this is going to be a hell of a match. And look at that judo throw. This is all the amateur background, the Olympic level wrestling of Chad Gable. Now look out. Oh, look out. There's the smarts of Johnny Gargano. And this crowd does not appear to be behind DIY all that much. But look out. Gargano set him off again. Providence, Rhode Island really are quite seriously behind them. Oh, look out. That's a little seated senton there. And now Johnny Gargano is cooking on all cylinders here. But Chad Gable, look at this, shows the quickness of a cat. Gets from outside the ring, inside the ring in just seconds. And then look at that for a throw there from Chad Gable. And he is a seriously talented competitor, ladies and gentlemen. He and Jason Jordan, somewhat stumbling careers before they found each other and found American Alpha. Johnny Gargano just found the post. He lifts him up, but Gargano creates some separation, and then a running enziguri from Johnny Gargano. And no wasted motion. Wants to get him to his feet. There's a hard forearm, left and right forearms respectively. Sends him into the corner. Gargano runs at him. Oh, look out. Shoulder checks him. Shoulder checks Jason Jordan off the apron, and then a tilt-a-whirl DDT from Gargano. And Gargano is cooking on all cylinders here in Providence, Rhode Island. Still to come, ladies and gentlemen, your main event, champion versus champion. Hideo Itami takes on Rusev. Now look out, first double team maneuver of the match here. Drop toe hold into an elbow right onto the lower back of Chad Gable. He's finding himself in a little bit of trouble here, and there's a rolling elbow, rolling forearm from Tommaso Ciampa, probably the more hard-hitting of the two. And that's why Tommaso Ciampa, he's cooking as well. How much would it mean for them to get a shot at the Revival again? All their battles on NXT. Look out. Oh, look out. Just tossed him over the top rope there. And then Chad Gable, yet again, playing to the crowd. And, well, he's a little bit more apprehensive to get in the ring here, Tommaso Ciampa. He wants to create some separation here. And he takes that opportunity. And now he runs in. Oh, but look out. A drop kick does nothing but distract Tommaso Ciampa long enough for Jason Jordan to take advantage. Now Jordan has his chance here against Tommaso Ciampa. Ducks under there. Jordan, and there's that patented drop kick from Jason Jordan. Incredible athlete, and he's fired up here. Is this all just elementary, though? Are the Authors of Pain and the Lone Warriors the ones to beat in this tournament? Both of them getting pretty quick and decisive victories. These two have had to work a little bit harder. Now look out, Jason Jordan with a running spear into the corner there. And Jordan now, he's starting to pick up some momentum here. Jason Jordan sends him into the corner again, and there's a duo of them. And Jordan's cooking on all cylinders. And American Alpha are in control. Tommaso Ciampa has been successfully segregated from his teammate Johnny Gargano, and now we could be looking at some double team prowess. And look at that. Throws him over, hands him over, and there you go. Fluid as you like. Chad Gable, Jason Jordan marching towards that showdown with either the Lone Warriors or the Authors of Pain next week to try and face the Revival, who are at a distinct advantage. Remember, the Revival have not been wrestling. They've been doing live events. They've been doing things of that nature. But the Revival have not been having big tag team wars. They haven't had to wrestle week to week. They haven't had to defend those titles. They haven't had the mental anguish of having to defend those belts. They have just been sitting back and watching and enjoying these teams tearing themselves apart just to get an opportunity at them. Gable then misses with that forearm. Doesn't miss with that one though. Now Gable sends him in and look out. Ciampa is being absolutely destroyed, picked apart systematically by these two superior athletes. Tommaso Ciampa finding himself in a lot of trouble here, but this could be the opening here. Fireman's carry. Does he get enough space here? Throws a forearm. Ciampa needs to try and get rid of him here. Needs to try and get the tag to Johnny Gargano. It's Ciampa now. Rolls him around. You've got to get him out of there. You've got to get yourself over to your corner, and that's exactly what he does. He throws him over there, and then there's a knee. And now he can go to work. Now you can go to work when you're in friendly, allied territory here. Oh, look out. Hard forearm. Send him in. Send him in again. And now we could be looking for another double team maneuver. And there it is. Shot to the solar plexus. And Johnny Gargano, he might pick up the pace. I hazard a guess that he will. Johnny Gargano now. He's going to go high rent. Johnny Gargano really trying to pick up the pace here. Oh my God, double knees. And now Johnny Gargano to the other corner here. Gargano with another one. With another one. And is he going to go for a hat trick? Yes, he is. Johnny Gargano cooking on all cylinders here. And now he runs to the other corner. Can he get a 4? 4 double knees. And Johnny Gargano trying to fire up this crowd. Picking up the pace is Gargano. Oh, look out. Jason Jordan manages to fight out somehow. Gut check time for him. And Jason Jordan with another shoulder thrust. This time follows it up with the belly to belly. Signature maneuver of Jason Jordan. Sends him into the corner. And this could be over. Oh, no. I have a feeling they were looking for some grand amplitude. I have a feeling they were looking for it. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Chad Gable hit incredibly hard. He hit incredibly hard. And, look out. Absolutely annihilates Jason Jordan. Chad Gable, I think, is quite seriously hurt on the outside. Well, Gargano and Ciampa get an enormous victory here, and they move on. But the biggest story may be, ladies and gentlemen, the injury to Chad Gable at ringside. It looks quite serious, but Gargano and Ciampa are your winners. Next week, Monday Night Raw kicks off in style. Strong style. It'll be Shinsuke Nakamura versus Dean Ambrose. No holds barred. Do not miss it. Well, not good news coming out of the camp of American Alpha, ladies and gentlemen. Chad Gable was just escorted by the doctors to the backstage area. It appears that he has some form of knee injury, hence why he couldn't get back in the ring after being knocked off the apron. But it's time to shift gears, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we get a medical update on Chad Gable before the end of the show. But prognosis early on does not look good, but it is time to shift gears. As I said, it is now time for the main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. The United States champion, versus the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And here is Hideo Itami, who is, of course, the US Champion. He is making his way to the ring for what could easily be one of the biggest matches of his career. Main event, Monday Night Raw, against the World Champion, the reigning defending World Champion, Rusev, who has been on a tear. He has been on a mission to prove that he can do all of this by himself. Social media, in the back, the crowd at live events, the crowd at Raw, the crowd at pay-per-views, all saying to Rusev, you can't win without help. And Rusev is out to prove that here tonight. And listen to this crowd. They are not big fans of Rusev, and very poignantly, no Lana by Rusev's side. All to back up the point that he wants to do this by himself. Austin Aries has gotten under the skin of Rusev, but has he gotten in the head of Rusev? That remains to be seen. Austin Aries says he doesn't have the power. Hell, he may not even have the speed that Rusev has. But he has the smarts. He thinks he has the remedy to try and pry that WWE Championship away from Rusev. And well, whether he gets that opportunity or not, Austin Aries is sure willing to try. But the Bulgarian Brute has been your champion for months and months on end since defeating Randy Orton. He has not lost that championship, and this is a man, ladies and gentlemen, that when he's in the ring, you must sit down and enjoy, because it is somewhat of a rarity. Rusev tonight, main events Monday Night Raw, the place that he will tell you more than happily that he belongs. The world champion is in action. Champion versus champion, ladies and gentlemen. Does it get any bigger for your main event here tonight? What a night we've already seen, ladies and gentlemen. Seth Rollins attacked backstage by Triple H. Dolph Ziggler won his way onto Team Raw only to be absolutely destroyed by Colin Cassidy. And I can tell you right now, the update on Dolph Ziggler's status is yet to hit my desk, but hopefully we'll find out more about that in the coming days as these two lock up. Huge main event time, ladies and gentlemen. Champion versus champion. Who is the superior title holder on Monday Night Raw? As Hideo ducks under here. Rusev, look at the speed of Rusev hitting these ropes here, but Hideo takes him over. The Japanese arm drag, perfectly executed. Now Rusev going to look to show his chops here. Look at the power here. I think you can clearly give the power advantage to Rusev. I don't think there's any question about that. So Rusev, look at this. Look at this cat-like movement of Rusev, and he takes him down. The balance of power and speed in this guy's game is absolutely unbelievable. And when he calls himself the superior athlete, you can take that to the bank, and look out, there's the power on display. Rusev with a German suplex that causes Hideo Itami to land on his friggin' stomach, for God's sake. If that isn't power, I have no idea what is. And Rusev looking to display a little bit more here. And this is the clinical nature of Rusev. This is exactly why he has been world champion for so long. Yes, sure, he's had some assistance in the past, but this is a guy who doesn't fold. This is a guy who doesn't crumble under pressure. You get the feeling that Rusev could do it by himself. And I think that's what he's out to prove. He's out to prove that he doesn't need help, but he uses all of his resources. Does that make Rusev smart? Yes, it does. Does it make him a noble and honest champion? Absolutely not. But you cannot sleep on this guy's ability in the ring. And Hideo Itami knows that, knows he has to keep him grounded, knows he has to work on him while he's on the ground, because the moment Rusev gets to his feet, he is at least 15 to 20 times more dangerous. As Hideo Itami with a clothesline, and there you go. Hideo sending a message directly to the champion here. Now Hideo, he's going to look to take this to the outside, and this could be a really smart ploy. This is what I've been saying about Hideo for months. He's changed up his offense. He's a little bit more high risk. He's a little bit more edgy, but he has not lost any of that hard-hitting style that made him famous and that made him a champion. See here, counter 5 already. Hideo Itami and Rusev, monumental main event, champion versus champion, and they're just stomping on the gut of Rusev, and Rusev is feeling the pain here. There is absolutely no doubt about that, but look at this. Look at the recovery time of Rusev. That's another thing that people don't really understand about this guy. The sheer brute power is on display all the time. You can see that everywhere you go. But the recovery time of this guy, the fitness, the cardiovascular fitness of Rusev. Look at this. I've seen those before, that clubbing blow from Rusev, and Hideo trying to get back up to his feet as much as he can, because once Rusev gets you grounded, he's just as dangerous as well. Sends him in, there's a clothesline, takes him down again, and Hideo is going toe-to-toe with the World Heavyweight Champion, which shows you how well he's going. Hideo Itami with victories over Kevin Owens, who we also saw had his challenge accepted by Shane McMahon. It'll be a loser leaves town match, essentially. A loser leaves WWE match. Look out, there's vintage Hideo Itami. And now he's starting to roll. Now Hideo's starting to feel it. It could be a mistake there, because look at Rusev here. That's the recovery time. That's what I'm talking about. Cardiovascular recovery time. You have to stay on him. You cannot showboat. Little things like that, like kicking him in the face really lightly. That isn't the way to beat Rusev. It's never been the way to beat Rusev. And look at this. Rusev's back on his feet. Hideo Itami, he gave him a little window, and that's all he needs. And now look at this. It's clamping down on the shoulder blade there. And look at this. Look at this power here. Rusev just grinding away and then slaps him down to the canvas. Even that, after he'd had that hold locked in, he slams him down to the canvas. And you've got nowhere to go. Everything he does hurts, and particularly this. This looks like a modified accolade type of move. Hasn't really got the arms hooked, and that cost him. Hideo Itami moves out of the way, and this is a little bit of a game of chess at the moment. So Hideo starts to try and light him up. Now Hideo sends him into the corner. And there you go, the power of Hideo. Maybe I was sleeping on the power of Hideo Itami. Toe-to-toe with the world champion. Huge opportunity for Hideo. Could potentially step up to that next level. The United States Championship is obviously an extremely high level, but it's not world title type caliber opponents. And look at this, a Falcon Arrow. The power of Hideo Itami is on display here, and that could well be enough. Rusev is down, hook of the leg, perfect cover here. 1, 2, couldn't get him. Hideo Itami just realizing right now, I would imagine, that he can see just how difficult it is to put this man away. But he's doing a hell of a job. He's got Rusev on the rack here, in my opinion. Hideo, now this is that little bit of high-risk offense that I was talking about. The springboard elbow, perfectly executed again. And now Hideo with another boot. Double boots. And Hideo is trying to stay on him. Maybe he can hear me. Maybe he's heeding my advice. Stay on Rusev. Wear him down. It's the only way to go. Suplex. And I can feel it. I can feel this tidal wave of offense. Cover. Has he done enough this time? 2. He has. No, he hasn't. Not quite. Hideo can't quite put him away. But Rusev is certainly feeling the effects of the United States Champions blows here. And there's an elbow right to the crown of the head, the softest part of the head. Brilliant offense so far from Hideo Itami. And now look out, Hideo going to look to try and catch him by surprise as he rolled up here. Rusev's down here. 2, he's got him. No! Rusev just kicks out. But I tell you what, look at Hideo now, heeding my advice, taking it all the way to him here. Hideo Itami, oh, he's looking for a kick. Rusev tripped him up. Oh, look out, Rusev, straight into a busted crab. Rusev, the recovery time is exactly what I talked about in Rusev. Oh, he got flipped out though. Those powerful legs of Hideo Itami. And this one's just gone up a gear here. And look out! Savate kick, absolutely out of nowhere. And the world champion Rusev. Oh my God, what a boot to the back of the head. And Rusev, that's exactly what I was talking about. The recovery time is off the charts. Hideo Itami left a little window of opportunity. Oh, look out. Rusev is looking for the finishing move, no doubt. And now Hideo, he might have been looking for it as well. Might have been looking for the GTS, but Rusev powers out again. Rusev powers out again and then throws him off the ropes here. And Rusev, oh, look out. Hideo caught him with a DDT. And Hideo Itami is cooking here in Providence, Rhode Island. This is your opportunity, Hideo. You must take it. And here he comes. Clothesline. Here comes that tidal wave of offense that won him the United States title. Takes him off his feet. Displaces on theirs. Hideo Itami lighting him up like a Christmas tree here. The tidal wave of offense. The kicks. The punches. Rusev is in enormous trouble. Taken off his feet by the offense, and now here he is. Hideo, can he hit it? The running knee! He's got him! Hideo Itami hits the running knee on the button. 2 and 3, no! No! Oh, I thought it was 3. I thought I heard the hand come down. I thought for sure I heard the hand come down. But it did not. Rusev kicks out at 2.9. I thought it was over. And now Hideo Itami gonna load him up. High Rent District. Rusev's on the rack. Rusev is on the rack. Hideo Itami could be looking for the upset of the century. Oh my God. Falcon Arrow from the top rope. 1, 2, no. My God. What the hell does it take to put this guy away? And Itami with another elbow. And now Hideo Itami is going to go all the way to the top rope. This is what I was talking. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. That's The Miz. The Miz at ringside. The Miz at ringside. And now look out. Oh, it gave him recovery time again. And Rusev catches him with a savant kick. Wait a minute. Austin Aries is here! Austin Aries is here! Rusev is livid! Hideo! He's got it! A second knee! A second knee! Referee! 1, 2! Yes! No! He doesn't get him! Rusev kicks out again! Oh, I thought it was over! I thought it was over! And now, God, for God's sake, The Miz has been giving him grief this whole time for the last few weeks, and now Aries is up, and now Aries is up here. Aries is up. Rusev, oh, wait a minute. The Miz. The referee was distracted by Austin Aries. The Miz with a cheap shot to Hideo Itami, and Rusev turns around, seizes the opportunity. Not like this, for God's sake. Oh no! Rusev drills him. And it is elementary. You could count to 1,000. Rusev steals another one here. Off an assist from The Miz. The referee had his back turned looking at Austin Aries. And Rusev overcomes Austin Aries' plan. And Aries' plan has backfired here tonight. And maybe he's realizing the mountain he's got to climb to get his hands on that gold. The Miz is proud of himself. We're out of time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me.